Hey you guys, welcome to a beautiful day out here in Southern California. I can't believe how warm it is today. Today we're going to talk about a vigorous vine that some people claim that tastes like potatoes. So we're going to be doing some harvesting, cooking, and then tasting, and I'll let you know what I think, whether it tastes like potatoes or not. This is the Madeira Heart Leaf Vine. The leaves have this heart shape. I've done a video on it before. I'll link it below if you guys want to learn more about this plant. This is a vine with pretty much all parts edible. It's got tubers, which I've never tried before, but you can actually dig out like the roots will form these tubers, and then they even form like these air potato looking things. So those are also, you can like use those to plant, you know, as seeds, but you can also eat them, which I have never had them before because I started growing them years ago and just ate the leaves. And you can have the leaves raw or cooked. And I believe you can eat those bulbs, those air bulbs, raw as well. But I don't think many people do. I'm going to try it out for you, or even for myself today. I'm going to be adventurous. But yeah, I've mainly been eating just the leaves without knowing that there's tubers to harvest, or that those little bulbs that they grow on the plant is edible until like recently. So we're gonna try it out together. Okay, whoa! Everything is still a mess here. Yeah, so we're gonna get to picking some of these up. Check out this crazy, like a mound, like this, I don't know, it's gigantic. So that's supposed to be edible. Should I try it raw now, or should I try it cooked? I'm a little nervous, but let's just try everything today, okay? All about this plant. I'm gonna harvest as much as I can, like the different parts. We'll check out to see if there's any tubers I can harvest later, because it's just in a spot that's not easy to get to. And if I harvest those tubers later, there's a chance that I might be ripping out this entire vine, and I want to relocate this vine. However, probably not today. I'm just not ready for that kind of work. So yeah, let's start off with trying a leaf. Ooh, try the next leaf. Okay, I'm just gonna do the tender ones because usually the younger ones are better tasting. Raw is okay to me, but I'm gonna try it for you guys. When it's raw, it's got a taste that I'm not really fond of. A little bit of that bitter taste and a little green. Texture is great. It just falls apart very easily. It's not like stringy or anything. But yeah, I much rather have this cooked. So let's pick a few of these. Look how big the leaves can get. Like, it's a heart shape, right? It's all Madeira Heart Leaf Vine. This is a super hardy vine. You can even say that this is invasive. But I think if places that freeze over wouldn't have a problem because they've either died back or they really just slow down, stop growing. But if you are to grow this vine, I would say be careful with it. The nice thing about it is that it is very easy to pull right up. You can yank out the plant, but the vine is very difficult to rip up. You would actually have to cut it. But yeah, whenever you're cleaning these up, just be careful. Pick up every piece that you like cut apart. We're gonna try a little tuber here. Okay, I'm nervous because so far I don't like the taste of the raw leaves. Some people eat this raw, but I don't recommend it, and I really don't think, I don't know how much of this you can eat raw, like safely, but I'll give it a shot. I mean, I'm just gonna have a tiny bit. Oh my gosh, I much rather have these than the leaves raw. This is actually, wow. It's very like gelatinous, but the taste, the little bitter aftertaste is still there, but not as strong as the leaves. Actually, the bitter is coming. And it's really foamy in my mouth because it's so like gelatinous. So I spit or I swallow. I'll be a good sport. Yeah, but the taste, not bad. I can see this being really good cooked. It's just got like a really light chestnut kind of a texture. So yeah, let's pick some of these up and cook it. I'm really excited to see how these taste cooked. Yeah, I hope that funky flavor will go away when you cook them. Look at that. Is that fun? This is a much older one, but look at how big it is, and this is the newer growth of it. The newer ones are actually bigger. I wonder if it's because the plant is, you know, older or something and it produced much bigger clumps. I mean, each of these parts of the clump is much bigger. Yeah, but it's just bizarre. I just love the way they look. They look so cool to me. Let's pick a little more leaves because once you cook it down, it's like nothing. Nothing. Let's pick these ones so they don't cover the sun. Ooh. Let's pick a couple more of these. Oh, yeah. That's a nice one. Okay, next we're gonna see if we can actually get the tubers. Okay. Wow. Oh. Okay. Excuse this mess, you guys. I have not finished cleaning up here. But let me show you where the original pot is. I did not plan on growing it here, but it started climbing and it did this so pretty looking thing, and I just didn't end up moving it. But I really do need to move it sometime. So let me just like move this hydrangea and show you the pot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, let me show you. It is bulging. It looks like there's tubers underneath. So this is the pot that it's growing in, and of course I'm sure that it has grown through this pot in the earth, but these are the tubers. So these ones seem like they're really old. I don't think these would taste good at all. I think to harvest the actual tubers, I don't think they're actually the ones that are up here, because these are really old ones as the plant grows. But you can see that it's like this pot is bulging, which means they grow tubers. Don't know if I can actually move this without breaking the plant. Oh, there it is. You see my finger there? It's growing through the pot. I don't know, this is very difficult to do, guys. I'll try to get these, okay? Let's pull something up. Okay, we got something. This plant is so tough, it's not gonna hurt it. So I'm just gonna pull whatever I can. We just got rain too, again, so a lot of water I need to drain out. There we go. Probably got a really nice chunk underneath here. Once I relocate this, I can actually try to dig around here a little bit. All right, I think this is good enough. All right, let's give this tuber a try. Actually, the tuber, I'm not so sure if you can actually eat the tubers raw, but I'm gonna assume you probably can, because you can eat like those, you know, those like air potato things raw. But this definitely has a better flavor raw. It has a little more of that starch powdery texture at the end, but it doesn't have that bitter aftertaste, not as strong as the other one I tried. Yeah, it has like a little bit like that starch at the end where you taste like in a jicama. Also a sunchoke. So this has a more like a little more dense crunch to it. So much closer to the texture of sunchoke tubers than the ones that are grown on the vine. Okay, but we are going to cook them now. I definitely would call these as one of those survival foods. I don't know how much calorie it actually provides, but they're so easy to grow and they just it's hard to run out of these things. I didn't clean these up that well. There's a little bit of like mealybugs in between these cracks. You can either, you know, jet spray it to hose it out, or you can actually break them apart and clean them better. And you can use a toothbrush and brush them off as well. But yeah, I didn't do a very good job. And you want to clean them out well because, you know, in case you get soil stuck in between them. So you should probably break these up and clean it well. Anyway, it's going in the oven. All right, let's give this first one a try, guys. I actually throw it in soups. So this is my first time trying it stir-fried, and oh my gosh, it's so good. If I add a little bit of salt and pepper to it, I think it'd be just so simple and good. It does have that very like Malabar spinach kind of a taste, but I kind of want to say Malabar spinach has a little bit of that sourness at the end. This one doesn't have the tang at all. Maybe very, very slight. Yeah, it's a little slimy. It has a good bite to it. So tender. And look at this one, actually looks so much, oh, dripping everywhere. Like, doesn't it look so much like kelp? Yeah, a little bit of that salt is so good. Okie dokie, let's see. Let's see if it's ready. It's woo! Ah, cold, hot. I think it's been a little over an hour. All right, here we go. Smells like a potato. Wow. 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 Oh. In fact, I like it smelling. I think it smells better than the potato, and this one is actually the one growing on the vine. My goodness, it tastes like hold on. Okay, it smells very similar to a potato, but the more you chew, the more it has that like thick, it's started to thicken up that slimy gelatinous sort of a thing. So if you're not into slimy okra stuff, that end part, it's hot, it's probably gonna bother you, but that first few bites before you actually, you know, break down everything, it tastes pretty much like a potato. This is a tuber. The tuber skin is tougher than the ones grown on the vine, but now the tubers actually has like a lighter texture after being cooked. It's also like potato. Okay, I just added some salt and pepper to it. Of course, when you add a little bit of salt, it tastes better. But I think the skin outside reminds me of like a yukon or a sunchoke a little bit. Interesting. Really interesting. Let me know, you guys, if you ever tried these. Yeah, that's it, I guess. If you enjoy these sort of videos, be sure to let me know. And if you are interested in growing this, I do have them available on the website. I'll link it for you guys down below. You know, be careful with this plant. It can get invasive. But that's it. Thank you so much for being here with me, you guys. I will see you right back here in the next one. Bye.